because we're building this web tool. Actually, I'll give y'all a little. I can give y'all a little preview of the web tool real quick. Um, instead. So right now, I'm working on taking this stupid refresh out because I accidentally put in where it's refreshing every 5 seconds. I was really trying to refresh the data that feeds this little button here to refresh in the background, so it's not like it's to interrupt you. Like right now, if I was typing something, it would stop me and like be like, oh, this isn't a symbol because I'm in the middle of typing something, but it refreshed and looked up that symbol where I was halfway done typing. So right now we're knocking that kink out real quick. And then we actually were gonna do a little thing where the you could pay for a premium version of this and it would have my VIP uh Telegram integrated right there, so you would just get all the VIP updates right there. But I'm not doing that. Instead, we're just gonna connect this to the free chat and leave this app, this web tool, completely free. And like this right here happens because it's since it keeps refreshing over and over and over again, it's going over my API pool per minute limit because it just keeps refreshing over and over and over again. I'm gonna have to everything before we push everything out. I got my mic way over here. You guys probably can't haven't even been able to hear me that well. But we're gonna get everything pushed out hopefully by the end of the week, so folks can get access to this right here. We got to do some more touch ups. I'm a car guy, so I'm trying to turn this to a race car gauge right now. It's been a little bit of a doozy doing it. I had to honestly tear down the whole app and build it back up again because since I'm having it pull so dynamically, I had to start pulling the data a little bit differently. But this right here is mixed with seasonal data, uh, relative strength data, um, uh, uh, um, commitment of traders data. There's a few different data points that are pulled together to get y'all this sentiment button that I had. It was right there. So it kind of like it's gonna give retail traders another edge on the market. It's like, okay, is it some income bullishness? Is it some incoming bearishness? Are we neutral? Should I just be seeing the markets out and waiting for a move right now? And this really kind of drills in on my personal trading strategy. Coin precision trading. It's what we teach in our within our company, and it basically has a heavy focus on momentum and fundamentals, with a little bit of, I guess, retail, something like retail trading strategies, which I would kind of consider like smart money concepts. That's pretty retail at this point. It's like I wouldn't call it smart money at this point. It's more so just like uh it's like order it's like following order blocks really. It's like, and I don't think the new wave of it is a new wave of it, but it's like from talking to so many older hedge fund managers and you know capital managers and things like that. um there's just like it's not really like the smart money concepts per se isn't really like something new, but it's just compiled a little differently than it ever was before, the past decade or so. But I'll say like um precision trading, it's a lot simpler than a lot of people, like it makes trading a lot simpler than like it traditionally sounds to most people. And me creating this tool here just makes you able to precision trade a lot easier. So it's definitely built around my strategy, but you don't have to be using my specific strategy to get value out of it. It can be like, you can be if you're a scalper, for sure, we actually discovered this over the past week or so, that like it's scalpability. Like if I were to be sitting here waiting, and the moment it flips bullish, I hit buy. I'm gonna see profit. I'm gonna get my stop loss and profit very quickly, and I'll show y'all here. We can back test it. We've been back testing it while I've been building it to make sure it's accurate. And let me show you over the past. And we should overcome this turbulent situation, and we should give 30 days. This safe haven status, because it is not helpful to all of us. Let me make sure I can show y'all correctly. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Straight greens. So like well, there's one L, but it was in the mix of a bunch of greens. It's like I can't. It's not gonna win everything. But that was me. That was really me testing the knee jerk reaction of the tool to see, like, how is it fair on a low time frame, like a trader that doesn't know much hops on it, sees it, and takes a buy based off of it, like off knee jerk. So I wanted to kind of make sure that if that happens, that like my bot was gonna, or not my bot, my tool was gonna be um able to react to the markets well enough to not tell a trader that it's bullish while a super extra bearish move is incoming. You know what I'm saying? So like when price is about to sell, my tool is gonna tell you it's about to sell. When price is about to buy, my tool is gonna tell you it's about to buy. If it says it's neutral, price is gonna be consolidating, and um, we are gonna add another page with like a sort of heat map to kind of give you a gauge at the daily movements of everything, so you could really use only this tool for all your trading needs. And I'm hoping that folks will you move over here so you don't have to have like 20 freaking tabs up while you're trading. Like this kind of takes away the a heavy side of the fundamentals. You know what I'm saying? So like I combined all the fundamentals that I use in my trading sort of way in this here app. Now, before we get it launched, we are gonna have trade or not trade a news updates tab. And that'll be over here somewhere in this part of the screen, and we're gonna have that, and that's gonna be able to like kind of keep everybody informed with like the more important news updates, tech updates that are affecting the markets. We're still, I actually got to the point where I was about to start integrating that like 2 days ago. But then I had to tear this down and rebuild it, like I said again, to make sure the gauge was right while it was pulling all this like dynamic stuff. So at first I was doing a bit more of a static version of everything, and since I wanted it to be so dynamic, I didn't realize I was building it in such a static way. See, I have a degree in IT, but I'm not a full stack developer. I've become a full stack developer, as you can see in me building this web tool, but I'm not a full stack developer by trade. You know what I'm saying? So I am learning a little bit as I go. So I had to build it back up with a slightly different route to make sure everything would work properly and pull data dynamically and make sure it keeps everybody up to date and live. But pretty soon we're gonna have this ready for y'all, and y'all gonna be able to use it and sorry, profit from it. And I pray, I pray that when I launch with enough uh like server traffic space to not crash or anything like that. Trader Nick had mentioned in one of my comments from a video, or not from a video, from a post that I did talking about building coding and building this tool, and he was like, it's way harder than it looks, and it definitely is. And he said he pays, like, I think he said like 5 to 10, what did he say, like 5 to 10K a month in maintenance, and it's like, oof. I guess that might be due to how many users he has, though. I'm saying, like, if you have a super, super, like really deep batch of users, And you're probably gonna need to pay for um more space at a bare minimum. Now, just to be transparent with y'all, I got quoted. I was talking to a full stack developer overseas before I started working on this, and great person. And he's accomplished and whatnot. I won't name drop him, but he's accomplished and whatnot. But he quoted me at about. He said it would be about 40 to $60,000 for this, and he was like, "Now, normally this is about $100,000 job. Now, granted, knowing how like I've seen Nick talk about the Edge Finder a little bit, so I can understand that this is definitely an expensive venture for sure. Um, but me, I'm a cheapskate, and I'm Robin Hood. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm a accomplished person. Everything I set my mind to, I get done. So it's like, I want my own web tool. I want my own, and I want it to be free for the public, So let's build it. And I built it. So that's where we are. Um, it looks semi how I want it. We're gonna get a little bit more of a race car vibe. I'm a car guy. So the like I said before, the this little neutral button, that's gonna be a gauge. You know what I'm saying? An actual like a speedometer kind of looking gauge where you're gonna be able to see, is it neutral, is it bullish, is it bearish? You know what I'm saying? So really help out in everyone's trading, hopefully. If I can get the rest of this knocked out, let me put y'all back on the chart. Share instead. There we go.